Hey friend, welcome to Friday, where it is in my world, and we are getting so close to the start of the next cohort of the 8-week event plan. And I wanted to come on and share this with you as a video because I want to show you behind the scenes and see if it's something that might be worthwhile for you to explore. So if you haven't heard about the 8-week event plan before, it is a process. It's a system that I created with the help of a lot of research and a lot of elements along the way. It actually came out of a university thesis that I did when I graduated from a master's in creative industries, production and arts management back in 2011. But I created this program ideally to fill the gap between vocational education and university and having no experience whatsoever. So I wanted to be able to share with people the system and the tools and the process on the logistics in relation to planning an experience or an event. And I came up with this really great way of doing it that works for me, and that's why I wanted to start sharing it with other people. I was finding that I was creating my events from starting in the middle. I was picking the venue and the date, or I wasn't advising clients effectively, and they were doing it from the middle as well. And what that means, of course, is we spend a lot of time following a path that goes left, right, upside down, forwards, backwards, and we really do this messy experience. And of course, there's no joy in that either, because we never feel the flow. We never feel like we actually made it. So I created this system, and I have the joy of creating events all the time now, joyful events. And so I wanted to share it with other people. So today my newsletter is about showing you behind the scenes. So do you want to see behind the scenes? I hope so. The next cohort starts on Monday. We have a great international group of people in there as well. And we have some people that have some accessibility requirements too. So that's going to be really interesting to help us learn a variety of different things about our event planning as well. So not only do you get logistics, you get this great group of people who as we go through each different cohort, they all join this group. And while it's only small right now, it is growing and the community is getting better and better. And, as a collective, we're doing really cool things. Let me show you what happens behind the scenes in the 8-week event plan. So this, my friends, is where you might come along to join the 8-week event plan. So if you were to go to the website 8weekeventplan.com, this would bring you to this website here, where you can find out a lot about me, of course. So let's jump in to the program. So we will go in here. You'll get a student login, and you will enter through the portal. And depending on what courses you have with me, they will show up here. So we've done a number of different courses with people. So of course I have everything available to me, but you'll probably only have one in the first instance. So this is the 8-week event plan here. As we move through the course though, I've done this mini course using AI for event success. And while it's a really easy, short course, self-paced course to do, it's $9, $9 to buy this short course, but you get it as part of the 8-week event plan when you join that. So I'm going to show you behind the scenes. Are you ready? Drum roll. Da, da, da. These are all the things you get. So on this front page, there's a few little bits about me, who I am, and where you can find everything. So this is a really handy place to always come back to, where the Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and where you'll find me on LinkedIn as well. And this is the menu down here. So super easy way to navigate. Join the Facebook group. You can jump in there. It'll just take you straight there. So when you click on the start here, this is what you'll get access to as soon as we start on Monday. So you'll get a little welcome message from me, of course, links to where to join all the weekly calls. You can download the full workbook from here straight away. The whole thing immediately is available to you. A link to join the Facebook group, and you can access this course on an app from Kajabi. So Kajabi is the platform that this is all hosted on. You can access this via the app, so you can listen to the lessons on the go, which is super easy. But this is the exciting part. So templates and checklists. There's a whole bunch of downloadable resources here that I'm adding to all the time. That's what's in there so far, but I'm adding to these. Every cohort that we do, I'm adding more and more to it. And then just to show you in each how this rolls out, this is what it looks like. So the first one, of course, is really simple. I don't want to scare you too much straight away, but the first one, the idea to live, we do that together. And then we start to head straight into design. And as you can see, so if I click on designing the event process, there's an overview lesson, which is the main lesson. So there's a video here, and then you've got some content down below, any downloads that I've suggested for you. So whilst you got access to the full workbook right at the beginning there on Monday, it's also in each section is in each lesson. So if you've lost it or you just want to take it piece by piece, because sometimes people can get a bit overwhelmed by having the whole thing at once, that's where you'll find these downloads here. And as you can see, there's all these sub-modules under each lesson. So when you look at the workbook, you'll see that we talk about design, for example, in a whole of event context, but then we break it down into content, entertainment, environment, food and beverage, production, programming, and theming. Same thing when we get into marketing. We have the overview of marketing, and then we have the marketing plan, materials management, merchandise, promotion, public relations, and sales management. So it's pretty easy to navigate. As I say, when you click on one of these things, you can simply click here. You get the video that you can play. There's the downloads as well. And there's a summary of the lesson here. So the transcript is available as well, but there's a summary of the lesson here. And we can have some conversations in here as well. So you can comment, you can ask questions, you can share what you're doing. So there's a bit of a community availability in here as well. I hope that gives you a bit of a behind the scenes look at what is there in the 8-week event plan. As I say, we start on Monday. It runs for 8 weeks. This cohort, the calls are going to be at 8 a.m. Tuesday morning, Australian Eastern Standard Time, and 8 p.m. Thursday night, Australian Eastern Standard Time. Now, in terms of what happens on those calls, we basically talk through the lesson that we are up to in that particular week. So what we have is module 1 is establishing your vision. Module 2, designing the process. Module 3 is marketing. Yes, we get straight into the marketing. We don't wait until we've finished creating everything and booking everything. After we're in marketing, we get into operations, so the logistics, how we're actually going to deliver all of these things. Then we go through administration. How are we going to administer our event? We're looking at budgets, communication plans, reporting, all of that kind of thing. Then we get into contract risk and negotiation, which of course is looking at all the contracts, workplace health and safety, risk management plans, etc. And then there's a bunch of bonuses in there too. And as I mentioned, the extra bonus I'm adding into this one is how to create your event management business as a side hustle. So you don't have to leave your job. If you've got another business, you don't have to leave the other business. This is about how you might set it up and maybe just do a corporate event here or there. You might just do some parties on the weekends. You might do a wedding here and there, or a retreat or a conference for, some health and wellness practitioners that are trying to get their message out into the marketplace. I really want to see more and more people creating incredible experiences, and I think there's a great opportunity right now to create that little side hustle that with a system won't take too much to be able to deliver on those things, and I know it will bring you such joy. So I hope that has given you a nice little overview today, and I haven't taken up too much of your time. I'd really love to see you on the inside when it comes to Monday, and if you've got any questions, write me back, send me a voice note if you want to. You'll find me on WhatsApp and you'll find me across all social media, and I really hope to see you there next week. Okay, happy eventing. See you.